Hello mamas! Today I'm going to talk you through a little bit about how I got started organizing my nursery. As you know, it can get very overwhelming when you have all those items and just don't know where to put them. By the way, today I'm here with Mabel's Labels. They make amazing labels for all of your little kiddos, so don't forget to like and subscribe and join their community. So my first hack for you is all about the dresser. The one that worked best for me and my family was the IKEA Hemnes dresser. I like this one. It was a top choice for me, A, because of price point, B, because it had lots of drawers, many variety of sizes in the drawers, the smaller ones and the larger ones. And then I also really liked that it was a good height for myself and for my husband. Something I also found very useful with the dresser of choice that we chose was using those top drawers for those essential items that you want to be able to easily grab while holding down a diaper maybe, or with baby in hands. And so my top drawers of my dresser I filled with things like diapers, wipes, even just some saline wipes just to clean up those messy faces. I have access to swaddles as well as a variety of different diaper creams, not knowing at this point what will work best for baby, so having those options. I also have a section that's kind of more geared to like a medical section. So do I need to clean out their nose really quickly and have access to grabbing that, or a nail file really quickly? And so that's why I kind of divided that section up too. My last one that is closest in proximity to my chair, I have things like burping bibs and muslin cloths that I can easily, stand up from my chair and get access to as needed. And also having some of those closer to me in a little caddy that I can access as well. Another item I used to help organize my drawers were some little drawer dividers from IKEA as well. Price point again, very reasonable. And it just helped me organize smaller items into little compartments that I could label for myself, as well as kind of direct my husband as to where he can find some items. And I tried to keep it consistent from drawer to drawer. So in one drawer, I have my newborn clothing, and the second drawer, I have my 0 to 3 month clothing. And I organize it the same way. So when we get used to where the pants are in the newborn section, they are exactly in the same spot in the 0 to 3 month section. And to take that even further, if you wanted to be even more organized, you could use some of the household labels from Mabel's Labels and customize them for the age group of clothing that the baby is wearing, as well as maybe even label those containers to say sleepers, pants, socks, and just makes it really foolproof for whoever is changing baby. They can find all the items they need. So another small hack that I found really useful in organizing my baby items, because as you know, you have a wide variety of sizes that you get gifted or that you collect yourself for baby. But I found it was most useful to focus on those first two sizes first. I know this is sad that one day we have to think about putting away those newborn clothes, but to have another spot where it's like I'm clearing it out of the drawer, I'm putting it away in a bag, and I know I'm refreshing it with items that I have in another place. So for me, that place where I store those other items are in my closet. My husband and I put a lot of thought into how we would organize our baby's closet. One thing I found very useful to organize our closet with was little hangers that said the month of the clothing. So anything that wasn't in my dresser as my main items of clothing, or maybe even just things that needed to be hung up so that they don't get wrinkled, I organized them by clothing size in our closet. I also found that having a shelf in the middle of the closet was really helpful, just to put some additional items and to make it look like inviting space for us to go into as well. So I displayed some things like baby shoes, or even just a piggy bank that I received from someone. And it just kind of makes it an extension of your nursery. Also, over the time of organizing and collecting items for my nursery, I chose to have some bins on the shelf just so that I could have some of those toy items or those beautiful knitted blankets that you get gifted. It's nice to have a space just to store them, and also to have them kind of look like aesthetically pleasing as you kind of open those doors as well. Another thing I wanted to share was how to organize all of those lovely books and mementos that you receive from possibly your baby shower guests. So for us, we really like the idea of having the book instead of a card, and we received many, many books, which are so beautiful, and they're all different stages, so it's so nice to have a wide variety for baby in our nursery library. The only thing was finding a place to store all of those that we felt wasn't too overwhelming for the space, because as you know, a lot of children's books are very, very colorful. Our nursery space is very neutral, so to add all those colors almost became a little bit overwhelming to us. So we have 2 displays of books in our nursery, one being in our closet where they are lower on the shelf so that eventually when baby gets old enough, she can select her own books herself. And then we put some on a shelf that was a little bit higher up that is more like just a little bit of a display that looks nice, but also has some of those favorite books that maybe we want to have access to more regularly. So when creating and designing our nursery, we found it was very difficult to decide what we would actually put up on the walls. We had many different ideas of what could go on the walls, and then when looking at the space, we realized there wasn't a whole lot of space to put anything. We committed to a few decor items. One of our favorites is actually the mirror that we have above the change table. With my younger nephew, whenever he was changed, he got really excited to see himself in the mirror. So we really wanted to have those memories of lifting baby up to see herself and just having those big belly laughs at looking at herself in the mirror. So that was a design choice that we really didn't want to kind of change. But we also wanted some shelving on the walls where we could display some items that were important to us, but also gives us some space that we can change what's on those shelves at any given time. So if the interest of baby, changes, we can add different things up there, or as we get more photos of her, frame things and put them on the wall as well. Just sitting on the shelf, it's less of a commitment as putting that nail into the wall, but still gives you that chance to decorate. So when thinking of the overall aesthetic of our nursery, we really wanted it to keep it as a light and airy space. We were pretty lucky that when we moved into this home, we already had this beautiful accent wall that was here. So we really wanted to play off of those light colors, but also wanted a space where we could let in a lot of light if we wanted to. Just being able to look outside and see that there's birds chirping, the snow is melting, or whatever's going on outside, it just kind of makes you feel like you're a little bit more connected to the world than this little world that you're living in at the time. So it was important for us to have a space where we could locate our chair close to the window, where we could kind of lean back, relax, and just kind of embrace those moments with baby and know that, there is a world going on out there, but we're still connected very much to the one that we're in. So here at the Mabelhood, we don't gatekeep as mamas. Comment below with any items that you would like to share that really helped organize your nursery or helped you as a first-time mom, because we all want to know your tips and tricks.
That is very real.
Okay.
That is stuff that's coming in your future. I know it feels dreamy, but I'm no, that makes so much sense.
Okay.
That is very thoughtful. Yes, and the acknowledging that your world shrinks up, but enjoying
the little moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.